You stare at your monitor, but you forgot what you wanted to do. Oh, right. You wanted to work on that business that you wanted to start for such a long time. You have this massive task that you know you need to get done as soon as possible. You can't waste time, bro. But it seems like some higher force pulls away your attention every 2 minutes. Let's go back, bro. Why can't you even focus? There we have it. Nobody ever told you how to even focus. How should you work hard when your brain is so fucking broken through years of damaging it? But no worries, bro. We gonna fix that shit. I was sitting at my desk and I stared at my monitor and I'm trying to get my work done. I'm trying to build this business and everything, and I now have my deep work hours. It's pretty late in the day already. I've already done so many things. I went through to the gym, I read, I watched YouTube, I've done so many things. I also was on my phone and everything. So now I couldn't focus. Now when I really needed my focus. Now when I wanted to do my deep work, I couldn't focus. I was so exhausted. All my brain points were used. Do you know like this feeling when you've worked all day and now you're so exhausted in your mind? Not your body, like you're not really tired, but your mind is like foggy and you can't concentrate. This is how I felt, bro. So imagine this. The most important work of the day, and I'm that exhausted. And it would be a common day, honestly. So for a long time, I didn't get too much done. Most people can actually not focus. Actually, it's a very, very small percentage of people today that actually are able to even focus. It's crazy if you think about it, bro. Focus. It's like, should actually not be something too special. It should actually be something that we are all capable of. But let's be honest, most people these days are fucking degenerates, bro. You just need to look at what they do, bro. And as overstimulation is probably the biggest part of not being able to focus these days because we are constantly like confronted with this shit. We're constantly confronted with our phones, with all this technology shit. And also our diet and everything, bro. Everything actually like aims towards overstimulation these days. Everything is so flashy and wants to grab your attention and everything. Actually, it was just yesterday when I realized again what big of an issue this shit is. Your phone is literally killing your productivity crazily. So, I was in this situation yesterday, and there was an issue I needed to fix basically. So, I had to write my mom on WhatsApp. I wasn't ready with all my work, so I still needed to read and do some things. I was done with like the hardest tasks, but still I wanted to do more things that just needed my brain capacity. But I wrote my mom on WhatsApp and I checked a few other things there and done this and this and this. So I got available. I got on the grid of WhatsApp, bro. And to be honest, I wasted so much fucking time. I literally in this moment were like 2 hours or something doing something really unproductive. Standing around thinking about shit, bro, answering WhatsApp and everything, bro. Just being distracted from what is necessary, what the things that I wanted to do, the things that were like on my schedule. And what else was the problem was that I couldn't focus then. I tried reading, bro. So imagine this. You were like on WhatsApp and everything, and you checked your messages, and you are pretty available now, so people can reach out to you. And now I wanted to read. Shouldn't be that difficult, should it? But I couldn't focus. My mind went somewhere else. It was like this foggy mind just that I just couldn't focus. My mind wasn't clear anymore. This is crazy. I had still like better focus and everything than when I did it like in the past, but still, this shit is really influential. And you first really realize this when you cut it out completely. I'm trying my best to like not be available, to not answer to WhatsApp every single day, bro. And of course we it's like stupid we can't like be always like off the grid, bro, and we live in in our house in the forest, bro. Nobody can reach us, bro. Sure we want to be connected and everything. That's a great thing, but I'm talking about the distraction. And this shit is just bad, bro. And you first realize this once you've cut that shit out. Because you're so engaged constantly. But I've talked about this overstimulation shit a lot, bro. So if you're like more interested in this, I've got several videos about this. But there's actually more why we can focus, why we can learn, why we can get the work done. There are a few things that you need to have in order. The first one is exercise. I just got up. It's like 5:30 a.m. and the day before I told myself I would go running directly when I wake up. So I'm standing in my room. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to go running, bro. I don't want to go running. So imagine this: you're like in your room. It's 5:30. It's fucking dark outside. It's fucking dark in your room. The light is like not on yet. You just hit like your alarm clock because it would get even louder, bro. My alarm clock, bro. This shit here. It like it like makes deet, 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 and then when you don't hit it, it's like a constant peep tone. So it's really fucking annoying and loud and shit, bro. So you need to get that shit off. And so I'm standing in my room, tired as fuck. Don't want to make anything, bro. Just want to lay in my bed again, bro. And until that point, bro, running was probably the biggest thing that I hated the most. But I still did it there. And for the whole day, I was super energized. I've got so many things done. I had super good focus and everything was just in order, bro. Because I ran at that day. And what I found out this day is that actually when you run and you don't exhaust yourself too much, it's actually a good thing for the rest of the day. This was actually the first time when I actually experienced this benefit. I were running before, obviously, but whenever I was running, I always put like a challenge on myself. mentally and bodily. So whenever I was running, I would literally run until my legs couldn't walk anymore, bro. I remember I was like running so long, I think like 10 kilometers, and then I would rest because I couldn't walk anymore, bro. I'm like 10 kilometers away of my home, bro, and then I'm sitting on this bank, bro. My legs fucking hurt like shit. I have like blisters and everything, but I'm like, yeah, bro. I remember this. I'm like sitting on this bank. I've just ran like 10 kilometers, bro. Without any practice, bro. You need to realize this. Without any practice. Before this, I didn't run, bro. It was like the third or fourth time that I would run, bro. And I was sitting on this bank and I got up and I'm like almost crying, bro. My legs are cramping and everything, bro. This was horrible. But I would still run back. Whenever I was running, bro, I always heard like this voice of David Goggins. Run, motherfucker! Somebody going to fuck your wife if you don't run. There's someone that just keeps on running and everything, bro. I always had like this voice in my head, bro. So I needed to push so fucking hard, and it exhausted me. Whenever I was running, I would come home and I would always fall asleep. I would come home. I'm literally laying on the fucking floor, making us fucking starfish because I'm sweating balls. I'm laying on the floor, almost dead, bro. And then I would literally lay there for an hour, getting to breathe again. And then I would take a cold shower, bro. This shit is awesome, bro. I'm telling you. After a long run, a cold shower is deluxe, bro. It's crazy. But after I took a shower, bro, I would lay in my bed and I would literally sleep for 3 hours or something because I'm so exhausted. I had no energy at all anymore. But once I didn't push so hard anymore, once I just got like my body running, my energy got higher. I got more focused. Everything just got better. High energy levels are really important, and this is actually a good way. There's actually a study I just found, and it says that aerobic exercises actually help you to focus and help cognitive function. So things like walking, not necessarily running, but this is also the reason why this light running was a good thing because it didn't exhaust me. It just got me like a little bit sweating. And that's actually what we want. We don't want to get like extremely exhausted. We just want our body to get running, our blood circulation and everything. What those studies actually also found that there is no real benefit for like muscle building exercises like going to the gym. But still, this has also a benefit. I remember when I started going to the gym, I had depression. Before I went to the gym, bro, I was in a fucking dark place. I had depression, I had anxiety, I didn't talk to people. I was like in a really bad mental shape. My mental health was completely fucked. And when I went to the gym, obviously I changed a variety of things. I went on to self-improvement and everything. I meditated. I don't even know. Did I start? Nah, I started meditating later. but I did a variety of things that actually were good for me. But still, I truly believe that going to the gym correlates with our happiness and our stress levels. And our stress levels and depression actually also influence our brain function. It's actually shown that people with depression and high stress levels have lower of an IQ. It literally lowers your IQ when you have depression and high stress levels. So definitely gym can influence those things. It's a great benefit. It will definitely lower your stress levels. And at least for me, and I think for many, many other people, it actually cured depression. Even if it's like not a complete cure at that time, but it's still a pretty good thing that you can do in order to go against depression. Another thing is that we never practice using our brain. For all of our life, we never really used our brain, did we? Okay, we like went to school and everything, but if you're like honest, school is like not that of a good environment to actually use your brain. You're like constantly distracted, and at least from my part, bro, I used to like only talk to people, bro. I didn't really listen to the teacher. I actually couldn't really. It's like boring stuff. You don't want to listen. You don't want to use your brain actually. And although it's like, if you're like honest, it's a decent thing to actually train your brain and everything, but still, we never really practiced using our brain. And you can actually see your brain as a muscle. Whenever you train your brain, it gets like better. It gets bigger, it gets more intelligent and everything. So in our modern society, bro, if we're like completely honest, with the 9 to 5 jobs, you don't really need to focus there. And in school, you don't really need to focus there. We never learn to really focus. So how do we even train the shit? It's pretty common sense. If you really think about it, it's common sense. We just train our brain through doing high intensity things that integrate our brain. So focusing for a extended period of time would train your brain. I remember when I started reading and everything, I like read 30 minutes a day, 1 hour a day, and I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't focus on this thing for like 2 minutes. Because with all the overstimulation again, with TikTok and everything, content getting shorter and shorter, we're like not used to focusing for extended period of time. Our brain will always adapt to the things that we do on a regular basis. So when you engage with TikTok, where like the TikToks are 1 second, 10 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, your attention span will obviously adapt to this. But when you now focus for extended periods of time, when you're like focusing for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, your brain also adapts to this, which is like harder for your brain to adapt than when you like try to adapt like to 30-second videos, bro. So we really need to train the shit. We really need to still do the things that take a long period of time of focus in order to just hire our attention spans, basically. And it took quite a while for me to get better at this. As I said, I started with like reading for 30 minutes and I didn't take anything out of it. I couldn't focus, bro. I could literally not focus for 10 seconds. Because I also like use TikTok on a regular basis. Actually, when I started like reading and everything, bro, I still was like on TikTok and on Instagram and everything, bro. I'm still like engaging with those shitty things that just fuck up our attention span and everything. And there I am, I'm trying to read, bro. Imagine this. Your attention span is super fucking low. How should you read for an hour? But the more often I did it, and the less I engaged with those things like TikTok, the better my focus got, the longer I could focus, which is such a great thing. If we are like, this is probably the greatest thing that you can do. Actually, focusing for several hours feels so fulfilling. Being totally dissolved almost in the task that you are doing is such a great feeling. So we need to practice focusing for longer periods of times. Today I can literally focus for a few hours, then my focus dips. I'm like not a superhuman, bro. But I try to improve on this constantly. And throughout the day, I always feel my focus dipping. I can't focus for a whole day, bro. I have like work blocks, deep work blocks in the beginning of the day, and then I proceed with the other things that I want to do. But I need to take breaks between this shit. Because still, I can't like focus for 3 hours at one time, bro. It's like not possible for me now. I will eventually get there, but it still takes practice for me. So I'm trying to get better and better and better, and it's like a muscle, as I said. You need to train this shit. You need to focus. You need to make it harder and harder and harder. And then you just get better. Like with everything that you do, the more you do it, the better you get. So the more you focus for longer periods of times, the longer you can focus. I remember when I was like back in school, literally nobody could focus. Literally nobody. My whole class, I would feel like this guy being trapped with some fucking degenerates, bro. Nobody could focus. It was like everybody was fucking stupid. But the only reason was because I practiced this shit on a daily basis. Before I would go to school, I would work. Then I would go to school. Let's be honest, bro. I wouldn't even listen to this shit. And still, I could like focus while listening to someone that's talking to me next to me, bro. Talking to my neighbor, bro. And then I would come home, I would work more, I would read, I would do all those things that just need my cognitive load. So I wouldn't just do it in school. My whole day required concentration. That's why I trained this shit. That's why I actually got better at this shit. Why the other people in my class would come home, watch YouTube, do some other degenerate shit, watch TikTok, play video games, smoke weed, bro. And I'm there, working, reading, doing all those things that basically just train your concentration. So instead of fucking up your brain, we really need to train our brain. Because you will get at a point where you like cut out everything. You cut out TikTok, Instagram, Netflix, or all of the shit, bro, that just is like not good for your concentration. So now we can focus on even better concentrating, getting our concentration even higher, until we get like at a point where we're like almost super fucking human, where we can literally focus for all day long without our focus dipping a single time. I believe there are actually people that are capable of this, but those are like very, very, very few amounts, bro. Maybe 0.0000001% of humanity, bro. It's like few people that actually are capable of like 8, 12, 14 hours in one set, bro. This is like crazy, bro. This is crazy. There's actually a last thing that you can do, and which is actually really fucking practical. You can hack your focus. You can literally get into a flow state. If you don't know what a flow state is, it's basically you being totally dissolved with the task that you're doing right now. Not having any thoughts in your head right now. Just being totally in this moment, being totally engaged with your work. So how do we even get into a flow state? And it's actually quite easy. It's almost like meditation. You know the concept of meditation probably. You like focus at a point, then your mind wanders. You realize that your mind has wandered and you go back. We do the same thing to get into a flow state. So you focus on your work, and your mind will naturally wander. Your mind will go somewhere else. As soon as you realize this, go back. And you go back and go back and go back and go back and go back, and then boom, you're in a flow state. This is literally how it works, bro. You won't actually realize that you are in a flow state. This is the crazy thing. If you really think about it, it's like when you look back at it, it's the peak human experience, bro. I'm telling you, being in a flow state is the greatest thing. We all were like, at some point, we were in a flow state. And it feels fucking great, bro. You're like working super hard, but most of the time you don't even realize you're in a flow state. You're just working. You have no thoughts. You're totally engaged with the thing that you are doing right now. So we want to get into this flow state. And most of the time, there will be something that wants to pull us away. You might like focus on your work, and suddenly there comes something in your mind. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. Or you look around in the air, bro, thinking telling yourself to think. Bro, I've trapped myself actually so many times with this. The only time where I literally like am super focused is when I stare at my fucking monitor and I don't look away. Whenever I look away and I tell myself, okay, I want to be more creative, I want to like get more ideas, so I'm looking around for a bit, bro. It's always the same, bro. I'm just thinking about bullshit. I'm not thinking about work really. It's just a distraction, bro. Because getting into this flow state sometimes is like pretty hard, to be honest. So literally just focus on this one thing. You can actually like pinch your eyes a bit. It's like there are some studies, bro. I don't know, but it's like actually a good thing. I found it to help me sometimes when I like pinch my eyes and I'm staring at one point exactly. This is a great thing, bro, because then you can totally focus. You forget everything around you. And again, the more you practice this, the more you get in a flow state, the better you get. The faster you get into this state. Actually, there are a few things that you can also do. And the first thing is caffeine. For most of my life, I actually didn't drink coffee. I didn't really like the taste and everything, and I found no real benefit in it. But now I actually use it to focus. On a normal day, I drink one espresso when I like in my deep work hours. When I want to be super focused, I drink a coffee, and I'm like not like drinking it slow and everything, and I'm literally like down in it in one sip. And a few minutes later, I'm actually way more focused. I'm being like way higher energy levels. I'm like super fucking focused, totally engaged with this shit. And it just helps to get you into this flow state. This hyper focus, this hyper like energy level will dip obviously after some time, but you're still like in the flow state. So it's like a good way to navigate into your flow state. Another thing is really fucking important, that there are no distractions at your workspace. So your phone should like always be on do not disturb. It shouldn't actually be at your desk. When you're working, my phone is like always away. I don't see it. I don't hear it. I don't see it. I don't want my phone near me when I'm like working. I found this shit is like bad as fuck. Whenever my phone is like laying next to me and I'm working on something, I just find this on its own distracting, bro. I'm completely honest. Even when my phone is just laying there, it's off. It won't go off. It's like on do not disturb. It's like it won't do anything. But still, I find it quite distracting that it's just laying there, because it leaves this opportunity for me open to just go on there. I don't want this opportunity too easy. I want to literally get up, go where my phone is lying, and only then I can use it. It should be kind of hard to actually use your phone, but there are actually probably more things that could distract you. So your workspace should be completely without distractions. Another thing that you can actually do is prepare your workspace. So you might need some water. You might need that coffee that you're drinking. You might need this and this and this, and your desk should be like tidy and everything. You can actually do this shit the evening before. I'm trying to build like a consistent routine for this right now. I've struggled with this, to be honest, for a bit, bro. But I'm like trying to implement this because it's a great thing. I can do my morning routine, I meditate and everything, and then I just need to sit here. I don't need to fill up any water. Don't need to do this. I don't need to clean my desk real quick and everything. It just takes away mental friction again. This is like a quick tip. But when we are in our flow state, we shouldn't like get up to need to fill up our drink. We should be able to actually stay in this moment. You should have like a bottle next to you without the cap, where you just need to do this. You shouldn't even like need to look there. You can just do this and then drink. Because then, only then, it will actually not disturb us and get us out of our flow state. So we don't even want to let the possibility open to get out of there. And whenever you are in a flow state, your focus will dip at some time. It's totally normal. We are like not at a point right now where we can focus for extended periods of times, maybe even unlimited times. I believe there are actually people that have like no limit to the flow state. But unfortunately, we are not like them, bro, right now at least. So it's totally normal for us to our flow state to dip. Once you recognize that you can't focus that good in this block, in this flow state block right now, it's fine. Take a short break. Lay down, sit down, just relax for a bit. Don't go on your fucking phone, bro. Just relax for a bit. Don't do anything else. Don't read. Don't go on your phone. Don't do anything. Don't check like your mails or anything, bro. Just lay down for a bit. Close your eyes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and then work again. We want our brain to like recalibrate, reboot, and then work again. That way you will be totally focused for longer periods of times, because then you have like multiple flow state periods throughout the day. Yeah, bro. Now we fixed everything. Let's go back and see how it goes now, bro. Damn, bro. Since the last 5 hours, you're totally focused on your work. You didn't got disturbed a single fucking time, bro. That's amazing. And you literally got more done in this time, bro. In this 5 hours, bro, than the last few weeks of you trying to work for like hours and hours and hours. You like sat at your desk and you never got anything done. And suddenly you do the work of weeks and literally one day, bro. How crazy is this? And you're super fucking proud of your progress that you did in the last time. And I'm telling you something. I'm also proud that you did this shit now. But I told you this will work, bro. I'm actually working right now on something big. I hope I can release it on the 24th. This would be sick, bro. So, like a Christmas present for you, bro. I hope I can release it by then. We'll see it. Still, if you are interested in my personal help, I've got a link in the description. There you can book a call with me and we'll see how exactly I can help you. Until next time, have a good one. Mwah.